Be me, 24, working as a graphic designer from home. My brother Derek is 27 and the golden child of the family. Dude thinks he's Tony Stark but has the intelligence of a Kardashian. He's been dating this girl Vanessa for 3 years. She's actually cool, way too good for him, honestly. Derek treats relationships like a Netflix subscription, barely pays attention until it's about to cancel. He's one of those guys who post gym selfies with motivational quotes he doesn't understand. Last week he posted "Stay hungry, stay foolish" next to a picture of his protein shake. Bro, Steve Jobs meant that metaphorically, not as dietary advice. Vanessa finally dumps him after he forgot their anniversary for the 3rd year running. His excuse was that he was grinding, which meant playing Call of Duty with his boys. She packed her stuff while he was explaining his K/D ratio. The audacity of this man. Week after the breakup, Vanessa texts me. We'd been friendly while she dated Derek, nothing weird. She asks if I want to grab coffee and talk. Figure she needs someone to vent to about my idiot brother. Meet her at this hipster coffee place that serves lattes with oat milk and existential dread. She looks really good, like post-breakup glow-up good. New haircut, different style, the whole transformation arc, like when Ariana Grande dropped "Thank You Next" energy. We sit down and she immediately starts roasting Derek. This is therapeutic for both of us, apparently. He once tried to impress her by cooking and set off the fire alarm making toast. 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 The man burned toast. He told her the smoke detector was just being dramatic. My brother, ladies and gentlemen, a human participation trophy. Coffee turns into lunch. Lunch turns into walking around the city. We're having actual deep conversations about art, music, life goals. Stuff Derek never bothered to ask her about. She's into the same indie bands I like. We're talking Tame Impala, Arctic Monkeys. Meanwhile, Derek's Spotify is just Imagine Dragons and workout playlists. She mentions she's never seen The Godfather. This is a crime against cinema. Invite her over to watch it. Completely platonic movie night. We watch all 3 movies. She's invested in the Corleone family drama. She cries during the scene with Fredo in part 2. We're eating pizza and debating whether part 1 or 2 is better. She's team part 2, which is the correct opinion. This woman has taste, unlike my brother whose favorite movie is Fast and Furious 7. Not even the good ones, specifically the 7th one. Movie nights become a regular thing over the next month. We work through my Criterion collection. She's a Kubrick fan now. Watching The Shining at midnight was maybe too intense. She grabbed my arm during the bathtub scene and didn't let go. Not complaining, just observing. We start texting constantly, sending each other memes and song recommendations. She introduces me to this Japanese city pop genre. I introduce her to math rock. She thinks it's pretentious. She's not wrong, but I'm offended anyway. Derek, meanwhile, is trying to win her back with grand gestures. By grand gestures, I mean Instagram posts about missing his queen. Bro thinks he's in a Drake song, but he's really in a Nickelback music video. Vanessa shows me his posts. We laugh until we cry. He posted a mirror selfie with the caption, "She was my Monica, but I was toxic." What does that even mean? You can't just reference friends incorrectly and call it depth. 2 months after their breakup, Vanessa and I are basically best friends. We have inside jokes, we finish each other's sentences. My friends notice I'm always texting someone and smiling. They ask if I'm seeing someone. Technically no, but also it's complicated. She invites me to an art gallery opening her friend is exhibiting. I wear my one nice button-up shirt that doesn't have coffee stains. She shows up in this dress that makes me forget how to form sentences. The art is interesting, lots of abstract pieces about modern isolation. Very Instagram aesthetic, would photograph well. We're standing in front of this piece called Digital Intimacy. It's a bunch of phone screens showing text conversations that never resolve. Hit a little too close to home there, art man. Vanessa and I are debating the meaning when she leans close to whisper a joke. She smells like vanilla and good decisions. My brain stops working momentarily. Reboot required, please wait. After the gallery, we go to this jazz bar. Live band playing, they're doing a cover of Autumn Leaves. The saxophone player is incredible, like proper musician, not just some guy. We're sitting close because the bar is packed. Her shoulder's touching mine, and neither of us moves away. The band transitions into The Girl from Ipanema, and she lights up. Apparently her grandma used to play this song all the time. She's telling me about her grandmother. This Brazilian woman who is apparently a legend. The way she talks about family is so genuine and warm. Derek never appreciated this side of her. He probably thought bossa nova was a type of pasta. The saxophone hits this amazing solo, and we both just stop talking. Music filling the silence, her hand somehow ended up near mine. Our pinkies are touching on the table. Neither of us acknowledges it, but neither of us moves. This is some rom-com level tension. Band takes a break and reality comes crashing back. She checks her phone and her face goes weird. Derek texted her another "I miss you" paragraph. This man has the self-awareness of a golden retriever. She shows me the text. It's 3 paragraphs of word vomit. He's quoting The Notebook, which he definitely never watched. It probably just Googled romantic movie quotes and called it a day. I can see she's conflicted. 3 years is a long time. Part of her probably still cares about him. The rational part knows he's an idiot. She asks what I think she should do. Dangerous question, very loaded. I tell her she deserves someone who actually pays attention. Someone who remembers anniversaries and doesn't burn toast. Someone who asks about her day and means it. She's looking at me with this expression I can't read. The band starts up again, saves me from this moment. We leave the jazz bar around midnight. Walking to the subway, the city is alive with weekend energy. Street performers, couples, groups of friends yelling. She's humming the saxophone melody from earlier. We get to her subway stop and there's this pause. One of those movie moments where time slows down. She thanks me for tonight, for being a good friend. Friend. Noted. Filed away in the disappointment folder. She hugs me goodbye, and it lasts maybe 3 seconds too long. Get on the subway and immediately text my best friend Marcus. He's been following this saga with great interest. His response is just, "You're cooked, my guy." Thanks, Marcus. Very helpful. Next day, Derek calls me for the first time in weeks. Usually we just send memes back and forth. He sounds excited about something. Turns out he's planning this big gesture to win Vanessa back. Going to show up at her work with flowers and a boombox. I inform him that Say Anything was released in 1989, and this is cringe. He tells me I don't understand romance. This from the man who proposed a date at Olive Garden. Not even a nice Italian place, specifically Olive Garden. When she said no, he said, "But they have unlimited breadsticks." The bar was in hell, and he still tripped over it. I try to talk him out of the boombox plan. He's convinced it will work because it worked in the movie. Bro thinks life is a John Cusack film. Nobody tell him how those movies actually end. That afternoon, Vanessa texts me in a panic. Derek showed up at her office with a boombox, playing In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel in 2024 at her corporate office during a client meeting. The secondhand embarrassment is killing me. She had to go outside and tell him to leave. Her coworkers are never letting her live this down. One of them apparently said, "Is that your boyfriend?" She had to explain that was her ex, and this is why. Derek left confused why the grand gesture didn't work. He texts me asking what went wrong. Everything, Derek. Everything went wrong. Your entire approach to romance is based on movies from before you were born. He says I'm not being supportive. I'm being realistic. There's a difference. Vanessa asks if she can come over. She needs to decompress. She shows up with wine and frustration. We sit on my couch and she rants about Derek for 30 minutes. How he never listened when they were together. How he thinks romantic comedies are instruction manuals. How he never once asked what she wanted. I'm mostly listening, occasionally agreeing. She stops mid-rant and apologizes for dumping this on me. I tell her it's fine. That's what friends do. That word again. Friend. It's haunting me. She's looking at me with this soft expression. And the wine has made her more open, more vulnerable. She mentions how different I am from Derek. How I actually care about her interests and opinions. How talking to me feels natural and easy. The tension in the room could be cut with a knife. We're sitting closer than necessary on a very large couch. My phone buzzes. It's Derek. He's asking if I've heard from Vanessa. The guilt hits immediately. This is my brother, idiot or not. But also he had 3 years and blew it. Vanessa sees my face change. She asks if it's Derek. I nod. She takes my phone and turns it off. Power move, respected. She puts it on the coffee table and turns back to me. We're very close now. She says something that changes everything, that she's been thinking about me a lot, that these past 2 months have been the best in years, and then that maybe the breakup happened for a reason. My brain is short-circuiting. This is my brother's ex-girlfriend. But also she's single and he treated her terribly. But also, bro, code exists. But also does bro code apply when your brother is an idiot? Internal crisis mode activated. Before I can overthink further, she kisses me. Just leans in and does it. My brain completely stops functioning. We pull apart and I'm stuttering like a broken record. She's smiling, looking nervous, but happy. I'm having a full existential crisis. This is good, but also bad, but also really good. She asks if I'm okay. I'm the opposite of okay. I'm in uncharted territory. I kiss her back because apparently I make terrible decisions. It's better than it has any right to be. Like fireworks and bad ideas combined. We pull apart again and reality crashes in. Derek. My brother, the golden child, the guy who once cried watching Marley and Me for 3 hours. She can see me panicking. We agree this is complicated, that we need to think about it. She should probably go home. She agrees, but neither of us moves. We sit there for another hour just talking. About everything and nothing. She eventually leaves around 2 a.m. The goodbye is awkward but charged. Close the door and immediately have a breakdown. What have I done? What am I doing? Marcus is going to have a field day with this. Text him immediately. Emergency, called meeting required. His response, did you kiss her? How does he always know? Pack up my crisis and head to the nearest diner. Marcus is already there when I arrive at 3 a.m. This man is a real friend, showed up in pajamas. I order coffee and explain the entire situation. He listens without interrupting, which is rare for him. When I finish, he's quiet for a moment, then he starts laughing. Not helpful, Marcus. He says I'm in a sitcom plot. Specifically mentions How I Met Your Mother energy. I'm Ross and Derek is also Ross somehow. This comparison doesn't help. He asks the important question. Do I actually like her, or is it just because she's available? That's the thing. I've liked her since Derek started dating her. Just never acted on it because bro code. Marcus nods sagely like a discount Gandalf. He says bro code is more guideline than rule, especially when said bro is Derek. He reminds me of the time Derek borrowed my car and returned it empty with a parking ticket, or when he ate my birthday cake because it looked good. Derek has a history of main character syndrome. Get home at 5 a.m. with no answers, but more questions. Sleep for 3 hours and wake up to texts from both Derek and Vanessa. Derek is asking if I want to hang out later. Vanessa is asking if we can talk. This is fine. Everything is fine. Decide to meet with Vanessa first because I'm a masochist. We meet at a park, very public and neutral. She looks like she didn't sleep either. We sit on a bench and address the elephant. She apologizes for kissing me without warning. I tell her I kissed her back, so we're equally guilty. She laughs, and the tension breaks a little. We talk about what this means, if there's something here, or if it was just a moment. She admits she's been falling for me since the movie nights. I admit the same. We're two idiots who caught feelings. The Derek situation looms over everything. We decide to try dating. But keep it quiet for now. Give Derek time to move on first. It's not ideal, but it's something. Secret dating has never gone wrong in any sitcom ever. That's sarcasm. It always goes wrong. But we're going to try anyway. We have our first official date that night. Take her to this Italian place that's actually good. Not Olive Garden, a real place with real pasta. She orders cacio e pepe. I get carbonara. We share both because that's what adults do. The conversation flows easily like it always does. She tells me about her design work. She does interior design. I tell her about my graphic design projects. We're both creative types. It works. She mentions wanting to start her own firm someday. I encourage her. She's talented enough. Derek never took her career seriously. Thought it was just a hobby until she settled down. Whatever that means. Weeks go by and we're doing the secret relationship thing. It's actually kind of exciting, very high school. We meet up when Derek is busy. She comes over late at night. We watch movies and make out like teenagers. It's wholesome and also slightly stressful. Derek is still trying to win her back occasionally. She's running out of ways to reject him politely. He sent her a teddy bear holding a heart. She regifted it to her niece, cold but practical. My guilt is manageable because Derek is still being Derek. He joined a gym to improve himself. Went twice and posted about it 40 times. Instagram stories full of gym equipment he doesn't know how to use. Vanessa and I watch his stories together and roast him. It's mean but also therapeutic. Month 3 of secret dating and I'm falling hard. She's basically living at my place on weekends. Her toothbrush is in my bathroom. She has a drawer in my dresser. This is getting serious and we haven't told anyone. Marcus knows, but he's sworn to secrecy. He keeps making jokes about how I'm in a telenovela. Not inaccurate, honestly. Vanessa and I talk about going public. The conversation always ends in anxiety. Derek will lose his mind. My parents will have opinions. Her friends will judge. It's a whole thing. But also we can't hide forever. We're adults, not high schoolers sneaking around. Decide to tell people soon. Just need the right moment. The universe laughs at our plans. 4 months in, and Vanessa starts acting weird. She's tired all the time, nauseous in the mornings. I joke that she's pregnant. She doesn't laugh. Oh no. She takes 3 tests while I pace outside the bathroom. All positive. We're both just staring at the tests on my bathroom counter. She's pregnant, with my baby, while Derek thinks he still has a chance with her. This is a disaster wrapped in a catastrophe. We sit on the bathroom floor and process. She's crying. I'm in shock. This was not part of the plan. We were being careful mostly. Apparently mostly isn't enough. Biology doesn't care about complicated family dynamics. We talk about options, what we want to do. She wants to keep it, so do I actually. Not ideal timing, but also not the worst thing. We're both financially stable. We care about each other. The Derek situation is the only massive problem. And by massive, I mean apocalyptic. She points out that Derek will assume it's his. They did date for 3 years after all. The timeline is close enough that he won't question it. I'm morally opposed to this plan immediately. She reminds me that telling the truth means family warfare. Also not wrong. We table the discussion for later when we're less panicked. Order takeout and stress eat Chinese food. Fortune cookie says truth will set you free. Very unhelpful, fortune cookie. Next day, Derek calls me excited. Vanessa reached out to him to talk. She's going to tell him about the pregnancy. My stomach drops to the floor. He's rambling about how this is his second chance, how maybe the baby will bring them back together. I feel physically ill listening to this. He thinks the baby is his. She's letting him think that. I understand why, but it feels wrong. Tell him congratulations and hang up quickly. Immediately call Vanessa demanding to know the plan. Miss, she's crying, says she panicked. Derek called her and she just blurted it out. Didn't correct him when he assumed. Now she's in too deep to take it back. I'm pacing my apartment like a caged animal. This is a mess of cosmic proportions. Marcus comes over because I'm having a breakdown. I explain the pregnancy situation. He sits down heavily on my couch. We're both just silent for a solid minute. He finally speaks. You've really outdone yourself. Thanks, Marcus. Super helpful. He asks what I'm going to do. No idea. Currently operating without a plan. He suggests telling Derek the truth immediately. I explain that Vanessa is scared of his reaction. Derek can be dramatic, see? The boombox incident. Marcus points out this will explode eventually. Secrets always come out, especially big ones. I know he's right, but I'm paralyzed. He leaves me with this wisdom. Good luck, you're going to need it. Friendship is beautiful. Week goes by and Derek is in full dad mode. Bought baby books and parenting guides. Reading them cover to cover like he's studying for finals. Sent me a text about crib safety standards. The guilt is eating me alive. He's genuinely excited, and I'm lying by omission. Vanessa and I meet up to discuss the situation. She looks exhausted. Morning sickness is brutal. She feels terrible about the Derek lie, but also scared to tell the truth now. Derek has told their entire friend group. Posted about it on social media like a fool. Going to be a dad with baby emojis. The comments are full of congratulations. Her parents think they're getting back together. This lie has grown legs and is running marathons. My parents call for weekly dinner. Derek is already there when I arrive. He's showing Mom ultrasound pictures. Pictures of my baby, that he thinks is his baby. I'm sweating through my shirt. Mom is crying happy tears. Dad is giving Derek advice about fatherhood. I'm sitting there like a fraud. Derek puts his arm around me, thanks me for being supportive during this time. The irony could kill someone. Mom asks if I'm seeing anyone. I nearly choke on my water. Derek jumps in saying I'm married to my work. If only they knew. Dinner is torture. Every minute is agony. Leave early claiming I have a deadline. Sit in my car and question every life choice. Vanessa is at 12 weeks when things get complicated. She has a doctor's appointment for the first trimester screening. Derek insists on going with her. She can't say no without raising suspicion. I'm at home having a quiet breakdown. She texts me updates from the waiting room. Derek is being attentive and sweet. The version of himself he should have been when they dated. Little late now, buddy. They go in for the ultrasound. Doctor asks about family medical history. Derek provides his family information. Doctor notes it down. No reason to question. Vanessa feels sick with guilt. Not morning sickness, actual guilt. They see the baby on the screen. Derek cries, takes a video, sends it to the family group chat. I watch it and feel everything at once. That's my kid on that screen. And everyone thinks it's Derek's. 5 months in and Vanessa is showing. She looks beautiful, pregnancy suits her. We still see each other, but it's complicated. She has to maintain the Derek facade. He's at every appointment, buying everything. Set up a nursery in his apartment. My apartment also has baby stuff hidden in closets. We're living a double life. Her friends keep asking when she's getting back with Derek. The pressure is building from all sides. She's stressed, and it's not good for the baby. I suggest we come clean finally. She agrees but is terrified. We plan to tell Derek after her next appointment. Give ourselves 1 week to prepare, 7 days to figure out how to detonate our lives. The week passes too quickly. Vanessa and I meet at my place to strategize. Decide to tell Derek together. United front, face the music. She's nervous, I'm nauseous. We call him and ask to meet. He suggests his place. He wants to show us the nursery. The universe has a cruel sense of humor. We drive over in silence, both mentally preparing for disaster. Derek opens the door, grinning. He's wearing a shirt that says, "Dad jokes loading." This is going to destroy him. He shows us the nursery first. It's actually really nice. He put effort in. Blue and yellow color scheme, neutral. Crib, changing table, rocking chair. Pictures of ultrasounds on the wall. My chest feels tight looking at it. We sit down in his living room. Derek is oblivious to the tension, talking about baby names and future plans. Vanessa is gripping my hand out of his sight. I take a breath and start talking. Tell him we need to discuss something important. His face changes, sensing the mood. Ask him to just listen until we're done. He nods, looking confused and worried. I explain that Vanessa and I have been seeing each other. His face goes blank, like his brain is buffering. Continue explaining the timeline, how it started after they broke up. How we tried to stay away but couldn't. He's still not moving, barely breathing. Vanessa takes over, voice shaking. Tells him the baby is mine, not his, that she's sorry for letting him believe otherwise, that she was scared and made a mistake. Derek stands up suddenly. We both flinch. He's not angry, he's broken. Starts laughing, but it's not happy. It's the laugh of someone whose world is ending. He looks at me with betrayal in his eyes, asks how long. I tell him 5 months. He does the math in his head, realizes the entire pregnancy he's been preparing for isn't his. Every appointment, every ultrasound, every moment, all a lie. He sits back down, puts his head in his hands. We wait for him to explode, to yell. He doesn't. He asks us to leave. Voice completely flat, emotionless. Vanessa tries to apologize again. He repeats, "Please leave." We do. Get to the car, and Vanessa is sobbing. I'm in shock at how calm he was. Expected anger, not devastation. Drive her home in silence. She's blaming herself for everything. I remind her we're both guilty. Should have told the truth from the start. She goes inside and I sit in the car. My phone starts blowing up. Derek told the family group chat. Messages from my parents, aunts, uncles. Everyone has an opinion. Mom is calling repeatedly. I turn my phone off. Can't deal with this tonight. Drive home and pour a drink. Sit in the dark, contemplating life choices. This is the consequence of secrets and lies. The bill always comes due eventually. Next morning, face the family music. 73 missed calls, 200 texts. All variations of "how could you" and family disappointed. Mom's voicemail is particularly brutal, crying about betrayal and family values. Dad's is just silence then hanging up. That's somehow worse. Derek blocked me on everything. Can't blame him honestly. Marcus texts. So that went well, I assume? Sarcasm is not appreciated right now. Meet with Vanessa for breakfast. She looks like she slept even less than me. Her family knows now too. They're divided on the issue. Her mom is supportive. Her dad wants to kill me apparently. Standard father reaction. We're both pariahs in our families. But at least the truth is out. No more living double lives. Small comfort in the disaster. That feeling when you date your brother's ex. That feeling when she gets pregnant. That feeling when you let him think it's his baby. That feeling when the truth explodes everything. That feeling when family gatherings are now impossible. That feeling when you're the villain in everyone's story. My face when I destroyed my relationship with my brother. My face when complicated doesn't begin to cover it. My face when part 2 is going to be even messier. Be me, same disaster. 3 weeks after the truth bomb. Family relationships are in shambles. Derek still won't talk to me. Can't blame him. Parents are doing that disappointed silence thing. Worse than yelling, honestly. Aunts and uncles have chosen sides like it's a civil war. Thanksgiving is going to be awkward. Vanessa is 6 months pregnant and glowing despite everything. We moved in together officially. No point hiding now. Cat's out of the bag. Her apartment lease was up anyway. My place is bigger, made sense logically, also emotionally, but that's beside the point. We're preparing for the baby together, building cribs, reading parenting books Derek recommended ironically. The nursery is coming together slowly, painted it green, neutral, and calming. Marcus helps with furniture assembly. He's appointed himself the fun uncle. Already bought the baby inappropriate onesies. One says my parents are a sitcom plot. Accurate but rude. 6.5 months in, and Derek finally responds. Not to me, to Vanessa. Wants to meet for coffee and talk. She's nervous but agrees. Needs closure probably. I offer to come, but she says this is something she needs to do alone. Respect that even though I'm anxious. She meets him at the same hipster coffee place from the start. Full circle moment. Very poetic. I'm at home pacing and checking my phone constantly. Marcus is with me providing moral support. By moral support, I mean making jokes to distract me. Not working, but I appreciate the effort. 2 hours pass before Vanessa texts. We talked. It was hard but necessary. That tells me nothing. She comes home looking exhausted, sits down and explains the conversation. Derek apologized for ghosting. Said he needed time to process everything. He's angry and hurt but understands. Admitted he wasn't a great boyfriend. Took the breakup for him to realize that. Classic case of not knowing what you have. They talked about the pregnancy, the lies, everything. He's hurt that she let him believe the baby was his. She apologized profusely, took full responsibility. He acknowledged they both made mistakes. He in the relationship, her in the aftermath. It's not forgiveness, but it's understanding. He asked about me, how I'm doing. She said I'm stressed but committed. He nodded, didn't comment further. Baby steps toward not hating me actively. I'll take it. They agreed to be civil moving forward, for everyone's sanity. Mom calls a family meeting. She's decided everyone needs to talk this out. Very Sound of Music. Well, let's gather and sing. Except everyone is angry and there's no singing. We meet at my parents' house on Sunday. Derek arrives first, I arrive last. Strategic timing to avoid awkward small talk. Everyone is sitting in the living room like an intervention. Mom has made cookies like that will help. Dad is doing the stern father look. Derek won't make eye contact with me. Vanessa is holding my hand so tight I might lose circulation. Mom starts the mediation process. She's watched too much Dr. Phil. Wants everyone to express their feelings. Derek goes first because of course. He's hurt, betrayed, angry, all the hits. Valid feelings, honestly. My turn, apparently. Explain that I never meant to hurt him. That Vanessa and I tried to fight it. That the pregnancy wasn't planned. That I'm sorry for how everything happened. He's listening at least. Not interrupting. Mom has opinions, many opinions. About loyalty, family, proper conduct. She's not wrong, but the lecture is brutal. Dad is quieter, which is scarier. Finally speaks and it's heavy. Talks about brotherhood, trust, respect. Says we've broken something that was important. But family's family and we work through things. Very Godfather energy from Dad. He's disappointed but not disowning me. Progress, I suppose. Derek speaks up, surprising everyone. Says he's processing but wants to try. Doesn't want family destroyed over this. The baby is innocent in all of this. His maturity is unexpected and appreciated. He's growing up finally, only took a massive betrayal apparently. Mom cries, says she's proud of him. I'm fighting tears honestly. Vanessa is openly crying now. Pregnancy hormones plus emotions equals waterworks. We all agree to work on rebuilding trust. Will take time, but it's possible. Family meeting ends with awkward hugs. Derek and I hug briefly. It's stiff and uncomfortable, but it's something. 7 months pregnant and Vanessa is massive. She waddles like a penguin. Her words, not mine. Baby is active, kicking constantly. I talk to her belly, which Vanessa finds adorable. Tell the baby about movies and music. Already planning their cultural education. Marcus says I'm insufferable. Not wrong, but also not stopping. We take birthing classes, which are hilarious. Full of couples who seem way more prepared than us. One couple has a binder. A binder of birth plans and contingencies. We have vibes and hope. The instructor is very enthusiastic. Teaching breathing techniques like we're training for Olympics. Vanessa and I can't take it seriously. Get shushed by the binder couple. They're taking this very seriously. We try harder to behave. Fail miserably during the diaper changing practice. Put the diaper on backwards on the doll. Instructor is concerned about our readiness. We're concerned too, honestly. Derek reaches out asking to meet. Just us. No Vanessa, no parents. Brother to brother talk. I'm nervous but agree. Meet at a bar, neutral territory. He's already there when I arrive. Ordered us both beers, olive branch. Sit down and it's awkward initially. He breaks the ice with a joke about how I always had terrible timing. Reference to me breaking his Game Boy when we were kids. I laugh. Tension breaks slightly. We talk about everything. He admits he was a bad boyfriend. Took Vanessa for granted constantly. Thought she'd always be there regardless. Learned that's not how relationships work. I apologize again for the betrayal. Should have told him sooner. He agrees but understands why I didn't. Situation was complicated from the start. We talk about the baby, the future. He asks if I'm scared, terrified honestly. He laughs, says that's probably normal. Admits he was scared when he thought it was his, but also excited. Part of him is still sad he won't be a dad yet. I feel that guilt again. Offer that he can still be in the baby's life. As Uncle Derek, the cool uncle. He smiles at that, first real smile tonight. Says he'd like that actually. We finish our beers and the air is clearer. Not back to normal, but better. He's trying, and so am I. That's all we can do. 8 months, and Vanessa is done being pregnant. Her exact words, "Get this baby out of me." She's uncomfortable, exhausted, and over it. I'm trying to be supportive. Foot rubs, back massages, endless snacks. She's craving weird combinations. Pickles and ice cream is a cliche, but accurate. Also peanut butter and hot sauce. I don't question it, just provide. Her nesting instinct is intense. Cleaning everything multiple times a day. Organizing the nursery obsessively. I've been banished from rearranging anything. Apparently I don't understand proper onesie organization. There's a system I'm not privy to. Marcus brings over more baby supplies, including a tiny leather jacket. For a newborn. This man is committed to fun uncle status. Vanessa thinks it's adorable. I think Marcus needs hobbies. Baby shower happens and it's surprisingly not terrible. Vanessa's friends planned it, themed around children's books, which is cute. Games that aren't too embarrassing. Though guessing baby food flavors is disgusting. Why do people do this? Derek shows up, which surprises everyone. Brings a nice gift, a wooden rocking horse, handmade by him apparently. Didn't know he was capable of craftsmanship. Full of surprises lately. He's polite to everyone, friendly even. Talks to Vanessa about how she's feeling. It's mature and I'm impressed. My parents are there being supportive. Mom has knitted approximately 40 baby blankets. Her love language is crafting apparently. Dad gives me fatherhood advice, mostly about patience and coffee. Sound wisdom honestly. The family is healing slowly. Still cracks in the foundation but stable. Vanessa goes into labor at 38 weeks. It's 2 a.m. because babies have no consideration. Her water breaks while we're sleeping. She shakes me awake in panic mode. I'm immediately useless. Forgot everything from class. Where's the bag? Where's my phone? What do we do? She's the calm one somehow. Directs me to grab the hospital bag. We've had it ready for weeks. Get to the car and realize I'm in pajamas. Whatever, not important right now. Drive to the hospital, probably breaking several traffic laws. Get there and they take her to labor and delivery. I'm in the waiting area filling out paperwork. Hands shaking, writing barely legible. Nurse asks if I'm okay. No, but also yes, but also terrified. She laughs kindly, says that's normal. They take me back to the room. Vanessa is in a gown, hooked up to monitors. Looking scared but trying to be brave. I hold her hand and promise it'll be okay. No idea if that's true, but sounds good. Labor is long, like movie marathon long. 12 hours of contractions and breathing techniques. Remember nothing from the birthing class. Vanessa is a champion, but also cursing me out. Blames me for the pregnancy directly. Fair honestly, takes two, but I'm available to blame. I'm getting crushed hand bones, but not complaining. She needs the outlet. Around hour 10, she demands an epidural. Anesthesiologist is her new favorite person. Relief is immediate and visible. She apologizes for the cursing. Tell her she can curse me all she wants. Growing a human is hard work. Marcus texts asking for updates. I send him a photo of Vanessa glaring at me. He responds, "You're doing great, sweetie." Sarcastic but appreciated. Hour 14, and it's time to push. The medical team is encouraging. I'm trying not to pass out. Vanessa is focused and determined. Of 40 minutes of pushing that feels like hours. Then suddenly there's crying. Not Vanessa's crying, baby crying. The nurse holds up this tiny screaming human. She's perfect, angry but perfect. They place her on Vanessa's chest. We're both crying now. This tiny person is ours. We made this. She has Vanessa's nose and my ears, apparently. Poor kid with my ears. The nurses do their checks and measurements. 7 pounds, 8 ounces, 20 inches long, healthy and loud. They clean her up and hand her to me. I'm holding my daughter. My actual daughter. The weight of responsibility hits immediately. This person depends on us entirely. Terrifying and amazing simultaneously. We name her Julia Rose. Julia after Vanessa's grandmother. Rose because Vanessa likes flowers. Simple and classic. She's been earthside for 3 hours. Already has me wrapped around her tiny finger. Vanessa is exhausted but glowing, looking at Julia like she's a miracle. Which she kind of is, honestly. I take approximately 1,000 photos. Send updates to family. Everyone is congratulating us. Derek texts, "Congratulations. She's beautiful. Short but meaningful. Means more than he knows." My parents come visit. Mom cries holding Julia. Dad looks emotional but hiding it. They're grandparents now. It's hitting them. Marcus brings balloons that say, "It's a girl," in pink. Also brings coffee because he's a real friend. Meets Julia and immediately tears up. Denies crying, but we all saw it. Self-proclaimed fun uncle is already attached. First night home with Julia is chaos. She sleeps in 2-hour increments. We're zombies by morning. Coffee is the only thing keeping us functional. Vanessa is recovering from labor. I'm on diaper duty and doing terrible. Got peed on twice already. Julia thinks it's funny apparently. She's 2 days old and already roasting me. We take shifts sleeping. 2 hours on, 2 hours off. It's like working night shift at a very demanding tiny boss. But looking at her sleeping face makes it worth it. She's so small and peaceful. Hard to believe she was screaming an hour ago. Parenting is already wild. Week 1 is survival mode. Learning Julia's different cries. Hungry cry, tired cry, uncomfortable cry. She has opinions about everything already. Doesn't like being cold during diaper changes. Expresses this loudly at 3 a.m. The neighbors definitely hate us. Vanessa is handling it better than me. Natural maternal instinct or something. I'm fumbling through everything. Swaddling her like I'm wrapping a burrito. Vanessa has to fix it every time. She says I'll get the hang of it. Currently doubtful but trying. Marcus visits daily with food and supplies. Uncle duties in full effect. He holds Julia like she's made of glass. Talks to her about music and movies, starting her cultural education early. I respect the commitment. Derek asks if he can visit. Meet the baby properly. We agree immediately. He comes over with flowers and a gift. Looks nervous walking in. Hasn't been to our place since everything. Julia is sleeping in her bassinet. He walks over quietly and looks down at her. His face does something complicated. Mix of emotions I can't read. Vanessa asks if he wants to hold her. He nods, sits down carefully. We place Julia in his arms. He's gentle and natural with her. She wakes up and doesn't cry. Just looks at him with baby curiosity. He talks to her softly, introduces himself as Uncle Derek, says he's going to spoil her rotten. I'm watching this and feeling everything. Relief, guilt, gratitude, hope. He's stepping up in a way I didn't expect. Being the bigger person literally and figuratively. Month 1 and we're getting into a rhythm. Julia is sleeping slightly longer stretches, 3 hours instead of 2. It's improvement we'll take. She's alert more now, looking around, tracking sounds and faces, smiles that are probably gas, but we pretend they're real. Vanessa is recovering well, getting her energy back slowly. We're working as a team, tag teaming everything from diapers to laundry. Our apartment is organized chaos, baby supplies everywhere. The aesthetic is parents surviving. Marcus still visits regularly. Brings coffee and takes Julia so we can nap. World's best friend and uncle. Derek comes by weekly now. Usually brings dinner from good restaurants. Holds Julia. Talks to her about sports. She's going to know basketball before she can walk. The relationship between us is healing. Not perfect, but functional. We can be in the same room without tension. Small victories. Family gathering for Julia's baptism. Both families united for the occasion. Church service is beautiful and Julia behaves. Doesn't cry during the water part. Minor miracle, honestly. Reception afterwards at a nice restaurant. Everyone wants to hold her. She's passed around like a football. Takes it in stride. Social butterfly already. Derek is a godfather along with Marcus. Both take the responsibility seriously. Give speeches at the reception. Derek's is surprisingly emotional. Talks about family, forgiveness, new beginnings. Not a dry eye in the house. Even my dad is tearing up. Marcus's speech is funny and touching. promises to teach Julia everything we won't, mainly sarcasm and movie trivia. We're lucky to have them both. The family dynamic is different now, changed by everything that happened, but still family, still together. Julia brought everyone back, 6 months old, and Julia is a person now. Personality emerging, opinions forming. She laughs at Marcus's jokes, good taste already. Rolls over, sits up, grabs everything, especially my glasses, which she finds hilarious. Vanessa went back to work part-time, doing interior design from home mostly. I adjusted my schedule to help with Julia. We're making it work. Derek visits every Sunday now. It's their routine. Uncle Derek Day. He brings her toys and books, reads to her even though she can't understand yet, says it's never too early for literacy. Not wrong, honestly. Watching him with her melts my heart. He's a natural uncle. Julia adores him, lights up when he arrives. The guilt I felt has transformed into gratitude that he's part of her life. 1 year old and Julia is mobile, crawling everywhere, pulling up on furniture. Walking is coming soon. Our apartment is baby-proofed within an inch of its life. Corner guards, cabinet locks, outlet covers. She still finds danger somehow. Kids are basically tiny chaos agents. Her first birthday party is huge. Combined family celebration. Both sides of the family, all the friends. Derek helped set up. No awkwardness. He's Uncle Derek to everyone now. Julia's favorite person after us. Plus the cake smash photos are adorable. She's covered head to toe in frosting, living her best life, looking around at everyone celebrating. My parents, Vanessa's parents, Derek, Marcus, all here for Julia, all moved past the drama, because that's what family does. You work through the hard stuff, you forgive, you grow, you move forward. Derek pulls me aside during the party, wants to talk privately. Here we go, serious conversation time. We step outside to the balcony. He's quiet for a moment, then thanks me. I'm confused. What for? He explains that the whole situation, as terrible as it was, made him realize things about himself, that he needed to grow up, that relationships take actual effort. He's dating someone new now, being a better partner this time, learning from his mistakes. Julia taught him about love and responsibility, even though she's not his. Being Uncle Derek is one of his favorite things. He wouldn't trade it for anything. I'm fighting tears on this balcony. Tell him I'm sorry for how it all happened, but glad we ended up here. He agrees, says life is weird. Sometimes the worst things lead to the best things. We hug properly this time. No stiffness, real brother hug. The healing is complete. 2 years later, and life is good. Julia is talking now, full sentences. She's funny and smart and everything. Derek is engaged to his girlfriend. We're all friends, no weirdness. She's great, treats Julia like a niece. My parents are happy grandparents. Vanessa's career is thriving. Just opened her own design firm. I'm still doing graphic design. Working on a children's book, actually. Julia inspired it. Marcus is still the fun uncle. Current girlfriend is lovely. Might be the one finally. Family dinners are regular now. No tension, just food and laughter. Julia runs between all the adults, getting spoiled by everyone equally. Derek teaches her basketball. She's got a pretty good shot for 3. Marcus teaches her movie quotes. She can recite Toy Story scenes. I'm teaching her about music. She likes jazz, specifically saxophone. Good taste from the start. Looking back at everything that happened, the lies, the betrayal, the chaos. It was messy and complicated. Hurt people we loved, but also brought us here, to this family, this life. Julia exists because of those choices. Hard to regret that. Would I do it differently knowing what I know? Probably tell Derek sooner. Save everyone some pain. But the destination is the same. This weird, blended, complicated family. That works despite everything. Derek isn't just my brother anymore. He's Uncle Derek, godfather, family. Our relationship is stronger than before, built on honesty and forgiveness. Vanessa and I are solid, partners in parenting and life. Julia is the center of our universe, worth every difficult moment. Vanessa and I talk about having another kid. Julia needs a sibling according to her. She's 2 and demanding a baby sister. Not how it works, but cute logic. We're considering it seriously. 1 was chaos, 2 seems insane. But also Julia is amazing, so why not? Derek jokes that we should consult him first this time. Fair point. Learned our lesson. Marcus volunteers to be godfather again, already planning his speech. This man lives for drama and comedy. 3 years after Julia's birth, Derek's wedding is happening. I'm the best man, which is full circle. Speech writing has been stressful. How do you talk about growth without mentioning the drama? Marcus helps me workshop it. We land on focusing on brotherhood and second chances. The wedding is beautiful. Outdoor venue, perfect weather. Julia is flower girl, takes her job seriously, throws petals with dedication. Derek's bride is crying happy tears. He's crying too, not hiding it. When he says his vows, mentions family, looks at me during that part. I'm trying not to cry giving the speech. Talk about how Derek taught me about forgiveness, about being a better person through adversity, about Uncle Derek being Julia's hero. The reception is incredible. Open bar which Marcus is exploiting. He gives a speech too, roasts everyone, including the time Derek tried to win Vanessa back with a boombox. Derek laughs. He can laugh about it now. Growth is beautiful. Julia is 4 when baby number 2 arrives. Another girl, we name her Sophie May. Sophie after my grandmother. May because it sounds good with Sophie. The birth is easier this time. We know what to expect. 8 hours of labor instead of 14. Vanessa is a pro now. I don't panic as much. Still cry when Sophie is born though. Can't help it. Babies are emotional. Julia meets her sister at the hospital. She's gentle and curious. Asks if she can keep her. Yes, sweetie. That's how sisters work. Derek visits with his wife. They're expecting 2, due in 6 months. Julia is going to have a cousin. The family keeps growing. Sophie is completely different from Julia. Julia was loud and demanding. Sophie is chill and observant, sleeps through the night at 6 weeks. Julia didn't do that until 8 months. We're spoiled with Sophie. Julia is obsessed with being big sister, helps with everything, brings diapers, picks out outfits. She's the assistant parent, takes after Vanessa's organizational skills. Thank God because I'm still chaos. Derek and his wife have a boy. They name him Michael. Julia immediately declares him her best friend. They're 6 months apart, perfect playmate age. Family gatherings are louder now. 3 kids running around. The parents are all exhausted, but happy exhausted. The good kind of tired. Marcus gets married finally, to the girlfriend we all loved. Small wedding, just close family and friends. Julia and Sophie are flower girls again. Julia is a veteran now, shows Sophie the ropes. Marcus cries during vows. We all pretend we don't see it. His wife is perfect for him. Matches his energy and humor. They're talking about kids soon. More additions to the chaos crew. The fun uncle might become fun dad. He's ready for it. Been practicing with Julia and Sophie. They adore their Uncle Marcus and Aunt Rachel. More family, more love. Can't complain about that. 5 years post-drama and everything is unrecognizable. In the best way possible. Derek and I are closer than we were before. Shared experience of fatherhood bonded us. We have joint family barbecues. Kids playing, adults talking. Sometimes we reference the drama, but with humor and perspective. It's a story we tell at parties. The time everything exploded and rebuilt better. Our parents are thriving as grandparents. Mom knits constantly for 3 grandkids now. Dad teaches them all about tools and fixing things. Julia is his shadow in the garage. As Sophie prefers baking with Nona, Michael just wants to play basketball with Uncle Derek. Everyone has their roles and relationships. It works organically. Vanessa's business is massive now. Featured in design magazines. She's successful and humble about it. Still the same person I fell for, just more confident and accomplished. We balance parenting and careers, not perfectly but adequately. Some days are disasters. Kids sick, deadlines looming, chaos everywhere. Other days are magical. Family movie nights, dance parties, laughter. The balance tips, but evens out. We're doing okay. Better than okay, actually. We're thriving in our own way. Julia starts kindergarten, and I'm emotional. When did she get so big? She was just born yesterday. Time is a thief. Derek and his wife have their second kid. Another boy. They name him James. Julia now has 2 cousins to boss around. She's naturally authoritative. Gets that from Vanessa. Sophie is the peacekeeper between the kids, already mediating disputes at 2 years old. This child is going to be a therapist. Marcus and Rachel are expecting twins. Because of course they are. Overachievers even in reproduction. The family is expanding rapidly. Soon we'll need to rent venues for gatherings. Can't fit everyone in one house anymore. Good problem to have, honestly. Thinking about how it all started. A breakup, a coffee date, movie nights. Falling for someone I shouldn't have. The pregnancy that changed everything. The lies that exploded spectacularly. The hurt that seemed permanent. And somehow here we are, 5 years later with 2 kids. a brother who forgave and grew, a family that's stronger than before, of friends who became uncles and aunts, a life I couldn't have imagined. Would I do it all again? Yes, despite the pain and chaos, because Julia exists, because Sophie exists, because Derek became the man he was meant to be, because our family learned what forgiveness means. The journey was messy, but the destination is beautiful. Julia asks about how Vanessa and I met. She's 5 and curious about everything. We look at each other, full story or kid version. We go with simplified truth. Mommy and Daddy became friends, then best friends, then fell in love. Uncle Derek was part of the story too. He helped us learn important lessons about being honest and kind. Julia accepts this happily, skips away to play with Sophie. One day we'll tell her the full story, when she's older and can understand complexity. For now, she just knows everyone loves her. That's what matters most. That feeling when complicated situations become beautiful families. That feeling when brothers forgive and grow stronger. That feeling when lies transform into truth and healing. That feeling when the baby brings everyone together. That feeling when Uncle Derek is the favorite and you're okay with it. That feeling when family dinners are actually fun now. That feeling when your daughter has your ears and you apologize daily. That feeling when Marcus is about to have twins and you can't wait to watch. That feeling when Vanessa's business is thriving and you're her biggest fan. That feeling when Derek's marriage is solid and genuine. That feeling when you have 2 daughters who are your entire world. My face when the disaster became the best thing ever. My face when family's messy but worth every second. My face when Julia just called me Dada again. My face when Sophie learned to say Daddy this morning. My face when life is perfectly, beautifully, chaotically imperfect. My face when I wouldn't change a single thing.
Brother's ex, what a mess. Should've known, should've confessed. Ex-girlfriend on the low, moving nights and feelings start to grow. 3 years he had and never paid attention. Now she's mine, living in deception. Secret meetings, stolen kisses in the dark. My brother's clueless, I'm falling apart. Then she tells me news that stops my heart. She's pregnant and we're just at the start. She calls him up, the words come out wrong. He assumes it's his, been his all along. Now he's buying cribs and reading books while I'm drowning in these guilty looks. My brother's ex is pregnant, he thinks it's his, living this lie. It's a cruel abyss. Every ultrasound, every doctor's call, he's preparing for a baby that isn't his at all. Yeah, my brother's ex got pregnant by me, but he's decorating nurseries. How do I tell him the truth will destroy that the baby he's waiting for is my girl, not his boy? Family dinners are torture now. Mom's crying happy tears, I don't know how to tell them all the baby's mine. Derek's thanking me for being there this time. 5 months in and the guilt's too strong. Can't keep living in this lie this long. Vanessa's scared, but we both agree. Time to face the truth and set it free. We sit him down in his living room, show him the nursery set Mom's crying, Dad won't talk, heavy is the load. Derek blocked me everywhere he can. I'm the villain in everyone's plan. But baby's born, 7 pounds of hope. Julia Rose helps everyone cope. Slowly Derek comes around to see, becomes Uncle Derek, part of the family. 2 years later, wounds have healed with time. Derek's got a fiancé, everything's fine. Julia brings us all together now. Brotherhood rebuilt, we figured out how. He holds his niece with gentle care. Forgiveness found in answered prayer. The mess we made led to this place complicated.